Peace reflections. I am you, and you are I. Universe. Eon. Tapping in. You see the guys out here getting all this photon energy. You feel me? Absorbing this sun. You feel me? I got the camera set up right here. You feel me? Let's see if this angle's good. I got it propped up on the look. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. This the setup. I got that shit just propped up right there. I had to improvise. I'm like, where I finna put the camera at so y'all can see me. I can just put it on the ground. But where? So, peace to all the guys and goddesses of Planet Kai. You feel me? All the carbonated beings, the indigenous beings, all the souls, you feel I, reflections of I, divine manifestations of life itself. You feel me? We're the soul before the body as so-called blacks Latinos, right? So this is why when we manifest these avatars as Anunnaki gods, our bodies are full of carbon. You feel I? And my body is mixed, right? So I'm a so-called Puerto Rican, Cuban, black, and then my mom's a human being. So my dad is all types of carbonated. He's everything carbonated, you feel me? And then my mom, you feel me? She's a little human being, you feel me? And their genetics are void, empty. So, you feel me? As soon as you infuse any type of God DEA, like when they mix with us in any form, the beings they create are instantly gods. You feel me? That vessel instantly becomes good enough for a soul to step into. You feel me? Like, so that's really what it is. We're souls that step into these bodies. Like, so where I am, I've always been a god. Like, I've had many different lifetimes where I was fully carbonated. I'm not too sure exactly yet why I'm mixed, but my theory has to go to like either I went into the moonlight in one of my incarnations because they had me in the religion spell, and so they beamed my body back down here and they put me in a mixed body because I'm such a powerful God, such a powerful ancient soul as Eon I am, that they're like, what can we do? You feel me? What can we do to put extra light code lockdown on the God? You feel me? So my theory is I think that when I went in the moonlight in my past life, because I wasn't aware, I wasn't as tapped in, right? They had me in the religion spell. I was trying to free my soul. And you know, in religion and in general, they tell you to go into the light. You feel me? But we come from the darkness, you feel me? The universe is a dark universe, you feel me? Dark matter, you feel me? Whole lot of darkness, you feel me? From the darkness came the light. Light comes from darkness, not the other way around. And within that being said, we are dark matter energy beings. We are the darkness. So when they tell you to go into the light, they do that because they're trying to beam your soul back into the realm. Peace to the God, Rashad Jamal, divine insight. Free the guy, you feel me? And look, I see all the tactics. I see all the tactics from this matrix that the guy been called out before it was gonna happen. They trying to say he got a cult now. The UCI ain't no cult. The University of Intelligence isn't no cult. You wanna know what the real cult is? Christianity. You wanna know what the real cult is? The America with three Ks. The whole system. All these rich elites who all work together to traffic all these kidnapped children and kidnapped women, mainly us, our species, gods and goddesses, so-called blacks, Latinos, carbonated beings, because we have all the life force in us, all the energy in our organs, all the energy in our body. So these shapeshifters, these draconian reptilians that run this system, they have to eat our body. It's deeper than just some evil, wicked shit just for the sake of being evil and wicked. It's that they literally need to eat the energy of source from us because they turned away from source. They're withering away energetically. Picture source as this one big giant ball of energy that's given life to everything, radiating life to everything. That's Mother Universe, right? And Zeus, Satan, the first ever masculine energy ever created, a carbonated being, because this is all science, right? At first, it sounded so strange because we never heard it before, and the truth sounds stranger than fiction. And we're living in the biggest movie never written, nigga. All their movies is about us, you feel me? Every TV show is about us, what my ancestors were doing. All their mythologies and Greek mythology, that was all about what my ancestors was doing. Because Greece was these human beings, these white people, Zeus's creation. Their first civilization on our realm was Greece. And that shit was only like 400 years ago. 500 years ago. That's why the Roman Colosseum and all that shit is still up right now. That's why it seems like they just spread out. Everything just happened within the past couple hundred years. Think about it. You're listening to them tell you about themselves. They're telling you the narrative of what took place when Christopher Columbus discovered a new world, because he discovered a new world. They tell you that one. They tell you that one at least. If it was a new land, just say new land. Why y'all keep saying new world? Because like Malcolm X said, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Malcolm X got assassinated because he was tapping into the black gods we are, you feel me? He was tapping into the truth of the Anunnaki. He was tapping into Planet Kai. Because what happened was, and peace to the guy Rashad Jamal again, because he talked about this in his lecture when he talked about Malcolm X, you feel me? The real reason he was assassinated. What happened was, I don't know if y'all noticed, if you research, he didn't get killed until he started going to Africa, so-called Africa, right? Because we understand that's just another part of the land, and all the lands are connected, and the map they show us is a lie. If you want a real idea of the map, look up Atlantis, where it got the one giant landmass with all the continents connected, and then there's an ice wall around that. Where do you think? Why do you think Antarctica is really there? What do you think Antarctica really is? It goes way, because think about it. They tell you all these lies, but there's just this giant frozen block just over there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we don't actually explore the realm for ourselves, but make it make sense. So there's just random giant scorching heat for Australia, and then underneath Australia there's giant ice that just never melt. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the guys that look at reality all types of fucked up. There's really one huge ice wall. They got all these explanations. There's a whole thing about a military general who found out about the ice wall on his expedition and shit. And then they had to silence him because he went in areas he wasn't supposed to. This is why they have everything fenced in. They don't let you really leave these cities and towns. Everything is connected to the streets. The street is the grid. I'm talking literally like the street. All houses are connected to a street. All buildings are connected to the street. And from this street right here in New Jersey, like you see my house behind me up there. If I walk up there, I'll be out walking onto the street, right? I'm in New Jersey with it on Mount Holly, right? In Mount Holly, I said on Mount Holly, but I'm in New Jersey with it in Mount Holly on the East Coast in so-called America, right? On this very street, I can get all the way to Cali. I can get all the way to Texas. I can get all the way to all these different areas all in America because every street is connected. From this street, I'm going to get to walk all the way to a highway. That highway is going to lead, and highways go state to state, giant highways that they tore and ripped apart our whole land and killed so many of our ancestors to build their big ass disgusting highways and shit. And the highways are built on the lands of the planet. Why do you think it's called a highway? Why do you think they place the highways where they place them? Look at them in the Avatar Legend of Korra, the second TV series, not the first one with Aang, but the second one, Avatar Legend of Korra. For those who watched it, I think it was in like season 2, right? They showed you this giant spiritual tree with roots that were so big, the roots like literally were like you could walk on the roots, and like you could like the roots would be like bigger than this whole like this whole area right now would be like the whole giant root, and I'd be sitting on top of it, and it would be from there to the other fence, you feel me? And the tree was huge, giant roots that fed the whole forest, you feel me? And so what I'm getting at is these ley lines in the planet, and where they build the highways and where they build everything is connected way deeper to where they cut down giant trees. They destroy um powerful technology we had, like in a lot of these different cities and areas where they built up their cities and towns. Before they built their shit there, they built on top of our ruins. We had probably had a powerful energy grid there, a powerful setup there that was just like, you feel me, like all this stuff that we built in that area, our ancestors on a higher vibration. And what did they do? They came, moved us out the way, slaughtered us, you feel me, knocked us out the way and built their shit on top of it, you feel me? So within that being said, peace to everyone tapping in, you feel me? If you fuck with the guy's energy, like up the live, show um, that y'all real people, that y'all actually here resonating with I. I'm not just speaking for people who are like in here but not really fucking with me, but in here but not really fucking with me yet. Like, y'all ain't sure if you fucking with me yet. Also subscribe to the channel if you fuck with me. And within that being said, y'all should get out in this photon energy, you feel me? We straight raw with it. Hold up. Feet in the soil, everything, you feel me? Crystals on the wrist, crystals on deck, you feel me? My skin looking good, you feel me? I'm eating less and less. I'm just starting to eat the sun more and more. Every day it's not cloudy that they let me go in the sun. Because it's supposed to be sun all the time, but they'll make it cloudy as shit, you feel me? But when it's not cloudy and I can be out in the sun and it's pure skies like this, let me get uninterrupted sun. When I'm in the sun, I don't even need to eat. Like it feels like I'm eating the sun because I am. I'm eating all this energy. Literally, all this energy is surging through me. I'm getting strengthened, powered up. Like literally, the plants convert the energy from the sun to grow themselves and create themselves. What do you think you can do? We're plant-based. So-called blacks, Latinos are plant-based, literally, not even metaphorically, literally. We have chloroplast genetics. We have the same genes as the plant. That's why we need to eat plant-based, because we are plant-based. I'm a plantarian. I'm not a vegan. I'm a plantarian. I'm gonna create a whole new spell, a whole new word, because words are spells, right? I'm gonna create a whole new word for being a plantarian, which is someone who just eats plants. I'm not no vegan. I'm a natural plantarian, as in I only eat fully natural plants in their natural state from nature. That's what I am. I'm a fully natural plantarian. No GMO, no chemicals. You feel me? That's what I'm working towards. That's what I'm aiming towards, and that's the new category I create for all beings. Just like they created vegan and they created all these other words, even plant-based. I don't like saying plant-based because it sounds like you're only somewhat like based. Like no, I'm plant food. Like I'm fully plants. You feel me? Um, but yeah, like I'm just getting my energy right, y'all. I haven't really done too much like as far as like channeling on here outside the music yet. I'm starting to open up that energy a lot more, but I see how everything's like shifting, the YouTube algorithm, even though we're not even in it just to be all tied up in peace, reflection. Even though we're not even in it to be all tied up into like the views and artificial like ego, vanity and stuff. Um, I see how the algorithm is adapting from when I first started this channel with the intention of music. For a while, I was only posting music. Thank you. It's ether, not hair, but thank you. You feel? Ether is, hair is a lower form of ether. I'm a so-called Latino and black. You feel me? I'm so-called Latino and black, and then my mom is. So white people are human beings, right? Um, and this is divine truth being revealed in all forms. So-called black and Latino people reclassified under those words are Anunnaki gods. That's the true name of our species. We are plant-based, carbonated, soul-filled beings. Um, what I speak is metaphysics and science. We do not speak with racism or hatred. We speak with divine truth. Um, Brodick, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Briley or Briley. Peace to you. You said it's your birthday. That's what's up. Peace to you. I can't really see from your picture. I don't know if you Latino or if you mixed or if you're you look like you might be a white girl. Either or. If you're a human being, peace to you, queen. If you're so-called black, Latino, or mixed, peace to you, goddess. I wish you a happy solar return, a happy memorial of your initial landing within this realm, because you are a soul in the body. If you're so-called black, Latino, or mixed, I can't really tell from your picture. You look like you got a little shade on you, but at the same time, you look like you could just be a white girl. I don't know, and it's not even that deep within the fact that everything is just energy. So when we are describing the different species and the difference between so-called human beings and gods, we are not saying it from a limiting, hateful, judgmental state. What we're doing is merely stating what things are. Like if one flower is blue and it's called this, and another flower is yellow, like you see this? This is a yellow flower, right? Now look, you see this? It's got blue. Now, if someone doesn't like the color blue and they get offended that I tell you that the flower is blue and I tell you the name, I mean, I gotta just say what the truth is, you feel me? Peace to everyone's happening. I don't say hello because that means to be as low as hell, and words are spells, you feel me? Just like I don't say good morning, I say grand rising, because there's nothing good about morning. Morning is death. And they say good morning because my species and I am the living God on I's planet in a dead zombie state. No longer am I, but they still have a lot of my species in that state. Now, a lot of us are waking up on a grand scale more and more and more. And the more the collective grows, like the more the frequency of the awoken expands, the more awoken there are, the more there are that become awoken, because the frequency becomes stronger, more people are on that wavelength, more souls are awoken. So we open up that portal for these higher frequencies to pour into the realm on a much higher rate. So within that being said, peace to everyone's happening. I'm out here absorbing this photon energy. You feel I'm channeling divine, metaphysical science and higher forms of thought and higher forms of intellect. And above all, I'm channeling truth. I'm on here to open up this channel, outside of just being a music channel. Now I'm opening up this channel within my full journey of my spiritual journey and my overall journey of being a soul on this planet, which is really planet Kai, not Earth. These human beings, these white people, when they entered our portal, when they I said that mixed. When they enter our planet through portals in the Caucasus Mountains, these human beings, and in their year 1492, because time is an illusion, right? And time is their shit. We never had time on this realm before they entered our planet, right? And they entered our planet through portals in the Caucasus Mountains. They show you this in all types of different literature and different like movies and TV. They show you this idea, but they might show them as orcs and shit, right? Coming from like a different galaxy and shit, right? um their creator is a low vibrational god. They show you this in, for example, Elder Scrolls. They're getting at this idea, right? In Elder Scrolls, that whole universe is in a dark, weird universe where it has all these orcs and elves, and it's cold, and it's like low vibrational, and it's always warring, and it's made by this one evil god that like created it all within like chaos. That's the idea of Zeus, Satan. Satan, if you want to think on it on a higher frequency, is a cosmic alien. He's an alien on a higher vibration, because alien is just a word they made up for beings outside this planet. Everything is life. Everything is different forms of life within different forms of evolution. So-called aliens would just be higher evolved beings that adapted to atmospheres outside of this planet, tuned into the collective consciousness of all life on a higher scale. So they're literally the consciousness in us and all of life, but on a much higher frequency. So within that being said, my ancestors and my species are from the cosmos. This is what everything is about. So-called blacks, Latinos originally descend from the cosmos. They call it the heavens, but if you look up heaven, you can look it up right now. Check my words. I bet you I'm not lying at all. You feel me? I'm saying I want you to look up what I'm about to say, because I looked it up myself and it blew my mind. Heaven literally means cosmos. Because think about it, the heavens, in astrology, how they call the stars and the universe up ahead, they call it the heavens. Heaven is another word for the cosmos. And so if we look at it like that, and we understand that God is merely the name of a species, and that their God in their Bible, which is the creation story of white people, human beings, the God of their Bible was Zeus, Satan, Yakub. He was a member of a species of Anunnaki gods, cosmic, divine, highly evolved beings that came from the cosmos, that created this planet down here. So this whole story about the war that took place on the heavens and the 144,000 souls, everything, when you tune back into the cosmic collective, sounds a lot less strange. It's just they had us blocked off into this world. But when you look at it on the cosmic scale, and you open up your mind to what life really can be outside of religion, then it's like using science, using researching through all the energies of life around you, all these chemicals, all these energies, the science of the photon energy from the sun, the energy in the air, the science of water. Like if you look into these different things and how life moves and how everything is energy and vibration, it's like, and how we are life itself. So if everything is energy, right, that means we're energy living. We're energy within itself, aware of itself. Think about that. Everything around you is the same thing you are. And your body is made of the soil. Your body is made of the planet itself. Your body is made from the elements of the planet. You merely step into your body if you're a so-called black or Latino. You're a soul that steps into this body to interact with this current realm, this particular realm. So your body comes from the very soil. And that means you're made up of everything around you. Within being in the physical, you're a soul that within stepping into this reality, your body is made up of everything around you. But on a deeper level, before you come into this body, you are everything and the source of everything, where everything springs from. So if you look into what carbon is the base molecule of all life. Everything in this realm and in reality and in general is made from carbon. So carbon, dark matter energy, right, is what we are when we manifest into this form. We are souls in pure expression, but as souls, the bodies we created within our expression of our own species, within the highest form of evolution, because we are the highest evolved beings of life, because we are life. Everything trickles down. Everything comes from up down, not down up. So we started from source. We are source. We manifested ourselves, and originally our species was pure feminine energy, goddesses, black woman, if you want to conceive it like that, because there are only black women down here on this physical realm. That's a result of their bodies being polluted, their genetics being altered, and the frequency dropping to a state where, and they pull nice species out of nature, right? So if you look at the pig, if you let the pig go out in nature, the pig becomes a warthog, way bigger, it grows horns. But when you take the pig out of nature and put it in a pen and you feed it the wrong shit and you put it in an artificial habitat, which they've done to so-called black and Latino people, because we're the Native Americans in this part of the land and we're the indigenous people everywhere. Everywhere outside of Africa, you see all types of black, so-called black people. But what do? To hide you from the truth, they call them African. But we're everywhere. On every landmass, you see a bunch of black people, a bunch of so-called Latino people, a bunch of carbonated beings. But everywhere outside of Africa, we're still African. Make it make sense, fam. Or is it just that this planet belongs to us and we have the bodies that are made to take this atmosphere? Because we feed on the sun. We're plant-based. The plants, the fruits that grow up the ground, the plants, they're made for us. These white people don't like eating plants like that, eating fruits like that. They're made to eat meat. They have animal genetics. They're made to eat cheese. But above all, they're made to eat meat because they have animal genetics. White people are animal hybrids with a drop of our blood made in our form. Now, again, so within what I was saying earlier when I said that none of this has to do with hatred or racism, every being has an equal opportunity to connect to life within whatever it is. So human beings are literally just a result of how they were literally created, and we have to literally describe it. They were created by one of our own species who fell in frequency into his ego. Zeus, Satan, Yakub is the trailblazer of the ego. He's the first ever to become the ego. And thus he created a split in us all to where we all have an ego now because we're all connected. So he's a form of us outside of ourselves. So it's like a ripple effect. You know how the ocean is, every wave in the ocean is a part of the ocean, but every wave looks individual. So picture us as all waves, but we're all still made of water. We're all still the ocean. So what Zeus did affected the whole ocean of us all. So when he created the ego in itself, he created a ripple effect that created ego in every single timeline, in every single being. Now all of us have a lower self we must battle. When Zeus chose to step into that frequency and step outside of himself and become what he became. So Zeus created these human beings out of ego, and he created them to destroy his own species, to enslave his own species. And this explains that of what you have seen from the entire history of the so-called white man made in our image since they came to our planet, with one of their main tools being a tool from their father Zeus to get you to pray to Zeus, because Christianity is technology, weaponry, made to get you to pray to Zeus. Satan, aka Zeus, is the god of Christianity. Jesus, Jesus, because the real Jesus is Yeshua, and we understand that was a carbonated God who was just one of our species, one of many before him and one of many after him, one of many powerful souls sent to the realm to awaken us. They get us to externalize all this power and give us a false idea of the Jesus story because he was such a powerful soul, so they needed to block it out and code it and cover it up because he was one of the closest souls to getting all of us to activate. That's the truth. He was telling you that you are all gods. If you really look into Yeshua's story, he was a mystic. He was going around to ancient Egypt, the Mayans, the Aztecs, all up in South America, all up in India. He went to all these different spiritual camps and learned under everyone, all these different ancient schools, all these different ancient schools of knowledge. knowledge for the soul. So Yahshua, he was just a carbonated God, one member of I species. I see 3 people in here and 3 likes. 3-3, peace to the ancestors. I'm a ascended master, so 3-3, that's tied to his being. My real number is 2-2 in this bitch, though. If you want to feel my energy, I'm a 2-2er, you feel me? 2-2-2-2 on a bitch, you feel me? Word, but peace to everyone's happening, you feel me? Um, But so human beings, they are made in the image of us, so-called gods. And God is just a word within their English language. It's the closest thing. We aren't even gods. We're way more than that. We're just life itself. Highly evolved beings. If you open up your idea to what life can be and what you're able to connect to and the possibilities of life, then it's like, okay, I could be this way stronger, evolved, higher charged being that eats the sun just like the plants around me do. Think about it. If everything around me in this planet eats the sun, why can't I connect to those energies that the plants are feeding on? Isn't that a higher evolved state? Don't we eat food for energy? So if I can get the energy in higher evolved forms, that's a higher evolved form of evolution that my species came from and are in our natural being before they came and genetically tampered with us and polluted the planet and ripped apart nature and blew up the crystal energy towers and knocked out the second sun and did all they did to lower the frequency. But you see, we're raising the frequency right back up. They only been here for 500 years, and in the grand perspective, that's such a short period of time. I've already been here for 22 years. I'm not 22 years old. I am, but I'm not 22 years old because I've only been here for 22 years. That's really what it is. I'm a soul in a body that's been around for 22 years. I'm not defined by this body. I'm in this body. And my belief changes this body. Our bodies aren't even supposed to age. I'm 22, and if you see, the more I tap into these plants and eat the sun and I'm out in nature, I'm aging backwards. You can see the life force. You can see the work I'm putting into myself, all the energy work, directly manifests into how I look and how my ether looks. It shows in my skin, my ether, my aura, my eyes. I be beaming, I be glowing, I be radiating all types of energy. For those who have their third eye open or can see energy or who are in tune on any type of level, y'all see the energies on me. And you don't even need to be in tune to see the change, though. To see the change from when I'm eating man-made food, and especially if I eat dead flesh or meat, my whole body looks, because I'm like a result of the energy in me. I'm an energy being, and when my vibration changes, like it's even deeper than regular people. Most people tend to look the same most of the time, and they don't really change that much. But there's some beings that I've been around, like this girl I used to mess with. She's the first person who ever kind of matched my energy with the way that like we change how we look. Like we always look like ourselves, but it's like our body adapts to the energy we're taking on, and our hair will look different, our skin will look different, our bodies will look different depending on how we feel. When we're feeling good and glowing, if I'm out in the sun, I got a whole different look to I. If I'm by the tree, I even got a different look to I. If I'm breathing in deeply and absorbing ether, I got a different look to I. If I'm 20 fruits, if I, I said that backwards again, I keep saying words. My brain is all over the place, or my mind, because I'm not the brain, but my mind is all over the place. I got so much on my mind. I'm like saying words before I say it. It's like I'm supposed to be saying, if I go 20 days only fruits, but I said if I go 20 fruits only days. I'm saying shit and all types of spud up fucking. That's what I get too, because I'm a rapper, you feel me? I'd be doing wordplay, so I'd be looping all up in my brain and shit. So I gotta navigate these fucking internal pathways to navigate the verbal conjuring that I'm emitting from my vocal tonage. All these frequencies I emit from my vocal instrument of my throat. You feel my vocal cords, literally cords of an instrument, because I am full of organs. And what is an organ? Instrument. Because I'm a musical being, fuck nigga. I'm a musical being. I'm made of music. Life is music, literally. Because life is vibration. Sound is vibration moving. You're converting the energy into your ears. Everything is energy. You could see music. If you tapped in enough, this is how people see colors and taste sound. Shit sounds crazy, but it's true. Don't be them clairvoyants and shit. They be naturally a little bit more activated than most people. Them vaccines and all this shit they put in us don't be working on some of us. Even some human beings now. That's what I was talking about, to where any being has the potential to tap in. You're not limited by anything of what we speak of when we're talking about human beings and y'all creation story. We're just getting everything in order. Like, don't beat yourself up, white people. You feel me? Especially because my mom is white. I don't hate white people. It's just y'all got animal genetics, and those animal genetics got y'all acting crazy most of the time, and it's hard to really connect with y'all because y'all don't got a soul, and y'all absorb so much of our energy because y'all lack a soul. So y'all feeding our life force, and you drain us a lot, etc., 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 without even trying to, like energetically, just us being around y'all, so-called blacks, Latinos, Anunnaki gods and goddesses. When we're around white people, either if whether you notice it or not, they drain a lot of your energy, and then you gotta recharge after you're not around them. Even if they don't drain a lot, well, they do drain a lot of your energy, and that's why there's that stereotype of the black dude who, when he's around a white dude, a lot of white friends, he like loses that energy about himself, and he starts like acting all like, you get what I'm saying, like he don't got that carbon in him. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like he don't got that raw ether in his skin, in his aura. And it seems like he's all drained and he's all vibrating on a physical level around all these human beings. That's what happens when I see a black man or a black woman surrounded by a bunch of white people. You feel me? It's like they're losing their essence. I'm not even trying to be ignorant because we feed them so much energy. So they're taking all this energy from us, and then it doesn't even really stick to their being because they only have a spirit, and that they aren't doing work to try to build themselves up to gain a soul, because human beings can gain a soul, and I don't know if any of them have yet, but there can be a soul that steps into a white person, because that's the thing. A soul is this cosmic being that we are from the highest of dimensions, and a soul comes from the highest of dimensions. Like I said, it comes from up down, not down up. Everything starts from source. So soul is the center of all life. All of life came from the soul. So the soul is source. We are source. And we manifest everything from our minds and our energy and everything. Because we are energy. The reason everything around us is energy is because everything came from us and we are energy. Energy is what we are, this living divine thing. You are energy, alive. So we are energy and everything around you comes from you. And so the soul comes from the highest plane. And so the soul can step into any plane within it, within the universe, below it, or just in general on any different level, and it can step into bodies on all these different planes. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this is really just an avatar. Just like when you want to play one video game, you got an avatar for GTA, and then you got an avatar for Skyrim. You got an avatar for Halo, and then you got an avatar for fucking Red Dead Redemption 2. You got an avatar for Human Fall Flat, and then you got an avatar for Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? You got different avatars now to play different games now. You know what I'm saying? So if we want to go into different planes as a soul, we manifest an avatar that's made up of that realm so we can go into that realm and interact with that realm through the avatar that's on the frequency of that realm. What I mean by that is, as a soul, you can't touch physical solids. But when you create a physical body and then you attach your soul into the physical body and work through it, now you can touch physical solids. On different planes, it's different things outside of what you can conceive. It's not even anything of what matters on this plane. So there's planes made up of whole different ideas of life. We can't even create words of what the realm is like. They have a whole different set of laws of physics and how the realm works, made up of a whole different type of thing. But in that realm, you have a body made up of whatever that realm is, according to those laws. So in every dimension, on every realm, and every plane of existence, as the soul, you have a body in every realm, because you are source. Now within this plane, they have us on light code lockdown. So when we come into this plane as souls, from sleep, which is soul leap. Sleep, if you break down the word, the spell, it's S-leap, which really means soul leap, because your soul is leaping out of your body when you go to so-called sleep. Your soul leaps out of this body, and it goes back up to higher planes, and it connects back up to your higher self and your true, pure, whole consciousness outside your limited consciousness that you're within when you enter this body, which you can do this within a waking state. You can activate and fully connect to your full consciousness while in the body, but that's what we're talking about. They have us on light code lockdown, and they do all this to set up all these traps and all these barriers energetically and just within everything they put around us, within the technology, the radiation, the different frequencies of the EMF waves, just everything they do to play with the frequency to keep us in light code lockdown. You feel? All right. And let me get in this sun. Let me step out from the shade, you feel me? Um, they do all this to put us into like go lockdown, you feel me? And as is I step in the sun is the thing that's pouring all these light codes to I. You see that sun behind? Ooh, the sun is what's giving I all these light codes, all this life force. Because the sun is the highest form of matter within this physical realm, right? So if you want to have the highest vibration, be out in the sun. Because the sun is giving you the highest forms of energy that's filling your being, and you're absorbing more and more of it, and you're getting closer to being on the plane of the sun. Until it is that you're shining just like the sun you are, your own sun. And you're going to be giving life to everything around you, just like the sun does. You radiate and give life to your plants and everything around you just like the sun does. You feel I? So word. Like this sun feels so good. And especially the more I clear my body out, the more I remove all the toxins from my avatar, the further and further it is that I get away from the last time I ever ate uh the further and further it is that I get away from the last time I ever put dead flesh into my body, which I'm now 15 days being fully cleansed from dead flesh again within my fourth energy cycle, meaning my fourth ever attempt to break fully away from this meat. Not literally my fourth attempt, for I've had hundreds of attempts, but this is my fourth successful, extended, long period of time from my attempt to break free from this meat, which is no longer an attempt. It's now a reality, and I'm living in it and creating it and manifesting it and being it as I stand here 15 days free from dead flesh, never to put it back into my avatar again. And I'm cleansing from all the man-made food, all the man-made food. The only thing I will ever put into my body, as is I'm on this journey that I strive to, is again I'm a fully natural plantarian, meaning I only eat plants in their natural state. So I will only eat plants from my soil in their natural state. But really, I'm eating the sun and the air, the ether. So I'm gonna be a breatharian, and on a deeper level, I'm gonna be a photonarian, as in I eat the photons of the sun. I'm going to be sunblood fully. I already am sunblood. Peace to all the guys, you feel me? For real though, it's peace, it's divine love, and it's the chaos. And it's insight, divine insight. Peace to the guy Rashad Jamal. I'm going to be giving lots of energy to the guy Rashad Jamal because I resonate with his soul very deeply. I read his energy. He is the soul that he speaks of. He's the Grand Master Teacher of the Eighth Universe. He's a very powerful soul. His energy is all over the plane right now. You think he's locked up? He's only locked up physically. His soul and his spirit is all over. He sees I as I talk about him right now. He feels I energetically, whether if he actually is around I or not. And my energy will be seen and felt by everyone on this plane. I will be exposed to the collective more and more. Y'all are going to be seeing a lot more of me. I'm stepping into my role as a divine leader, my own self. I've been sitting in the the background, sitting on the bleachers, watching. I've been doing the work as a, we have the leaders, and then we have all the ones who are just in their own life doing the work. Just the God, we're all gods and goddesses, but we have the ones that are like the beacons that we're all pulled to. And I'm gonna be that beacon, the leader for us all. One of many leaders. We're all our own leaders, so don't get it misconstrued, because that's how they've been fucking with us this whole time. Because we always put it all on one person, and then what do they say? When they cut the head, the body falls. They remove the one who's bringing all this energy into the realm, the walking portal that they are, because that's really what these souls be. They be walking portals that bring all this energy into the realm, and then all of us gravitate towards that soul. But then when they remove that soul from the realm, we all fall in despair and depression, and we feel like we're lost without them, and we can't do it without them. And the thing is, the overall message has always been that you need to tap into your own power. Everything we're doing is within you. Don't ever idolize me or anyone outside of you. Because if you're idolizing someone outside of you, you're merely giving away the energy that sits within yourself. You're seeing something that really belongs to your own being that you can do, but you're giving it all externally away. You can be anything you want within this realm, good or evil. And Zeus showed you just how evil you can go. Let's show them just how good you can go. Let's show them real goodness. I'm talking about real good energy. Real good energy. You get it wordplay. Like there's some real good energy, but it's real good energy. Like good against evil. So within that being said, I've been channeling. We've gone for 39 minutes. You feel I? We got 3 likes. Peace to everyone who tapped in. I appreciate all y'all energies. You feel I? And yeah, I'm gonna start coming on here a lot more. This is just a divine God talk. I just wanted to come on here and release a lot of my energy on, give y'all some of my energy on here. Raise the vibration, channel, activate these higher frequencies, you feel I, and just vibe with y'all, you feel I. And overall, again, like it's really just about me converting this channel into the phase of the real purpose of this channel, which is a platform for me to release all my energy as a soul through all these different forms to awaken my people. My mission is to awaken my people to find the one ultimate truth of reality, for there is only one truth. Truth is the real reality, and reality is just the one ultimate reality that we're all within. And they merely cast lies upon reality and have people live in false ideas and pocket realities and false dimensions. But when we realign to the truth and we see everything for what it really is, you're now in the true reality. You're in the truth. Truth is just what everything really is. Truth is real life. So I am the truth. I am the eons of truth. Literally, I am eon itself, the first ever eon. That is my soul name. That name belongs to I before it was ever used for any other thing. So I am eon itself. Eon meaning energy cycles infinite. Eon meaning eternity of now. And eon meaning powerful, angelic, high vibrational force of Mother Universe that goes against archons. For eons are the direct opposite of archons. And we know what archons are: workers of Satan, Zeus, low vibrational entities of evil that stepped outside of Source and feast upon those connected to Source. They're on the flip side, they're in the evil. So archons are like the angels of Satan. You feel me? The reverse, the other side, duality. We got so-called angels on the side of Mother Universe, and angels is a different form of gods. Not a different form, but I meant to say different name. We are the angels. It's just a different name they called us when they saw us flying with our giant wings in our godly state. Because if you look at the angels, and if you look up black angel, if you try, there might not be that many pictures because they paint all the angels as white. But if you can find one, a picture of a black person as an angel, it's very powerful imagery, and that's what our ancestors looked like, except they were giants. You feel I? We used to grow wings, we used to grow all types of stuff. We were gods, giants, titans. Everything you think wasn't possible is possible and way more. Life is again the biggest movie that has never been written. But they put pieces of it in all their movies that they written. They sure did that. But they didn't need to write about this movie because it's within life and you're living it. You're living this movie. And it's going to be exposed to us all more and more. The lies are breaking down. We stepped out of the age of Aquarius, so their ability to get us to believe in the artificial lie, the version of reality they were telling us, we had to believe in that version of reality. Now we stepped into the age of Aquarius, so we're seeing the real reality. We're seeing the truth, and the truth is being revealed in all forms, and nothing will stop it. We are in the golden age. We're in a divine timing, yo. We're taking this planet back, and we're going to hold it forevermore to come. This planet is returning to the Aboriginal indigenous beings. This planet, above all, is returning to Mother Nature, Mother Universe, you feel I? Because they had Mother Nature like a passenger on her own planet. They done took control and stomped on nature's neck, and they're like, move out the way, nature. You can't grow where you want. We're meant to be here. And you can grow on the side. Like they got little pockets where they let nature grow. As if nature wasn't here before y'all. Same thing they did with us. They put us in the ghettos and rounded us up and treated us like we're nothing, called us slaves, and said we came from nothing, as if we weren't here before y'all, and y'all stole the lands from us. And we inspired every form of creation that y'all have. We showed y'all how to build buildings, how to write, how to create language, how to create anything, how to create governments, how to create structure and order. We taught these human beings everything they know, everything. And everything we didn't teach them, they started a war to steal from us, to steal that knowledge from us and give it back to their god, Zeus. So, with that being said, peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. I wish y'all all the best. Keep y'all third eyes open. I'm about to tap out. I appreciate everyone who tapped into the live. It was a good little live, you feel me? We're going to have a lot more to come. I'm going to be coming on here, releasing all this energy, building up the frequency, building up this platform, you feel me? I'm going to be on here channeling all types of divine uploads, all types of divine downloads, tapping in and having the ancestors speak through I to take the place of, you feel me? You feel me? the leader that we all are looking for. And we're all leaders again. So I'm stepping into my higher self, the God I am, Eon I am. Peace to everyone who tapped in. I wish you all the best. Now we rise. One.